Facebook ads are not working anymore. If you are that person, I will share an amazing tip that you can implement right away that will make a huge difference in your Facebook advertising career. All right, let's get into it. If you've been running Facebook ads for a while, you probably have observed UGC content, delivery content, unboxing videos, reviews, those testimonial type videos are not performing as much as it used to. There is a reason behind that. Of course, there's a fatigue. This certain thing cannot perform over and over and over again, right? So Facebook algorithm is changing. How people react to certain creatives changing as well. For instance, back in YouTube as well, organic YouTube, the highly edited content, short form content was exploding like crazy. Now it's more raw, unedited, like Loom type of recorded, no edits whatsoever. They perform quite well. And this is the same case with Facebook advertising. The user-generated content, all right, it started peaking around 2020, 21 it peaked, and 22 we started seeing a slow dip, 2023 still, and right now 2024, it is not working anymore. You've probably seen this, the creatives that you've been running for user-generated content, and you paid some influencer, this is the t-shirt I got, things that I cannot do anymore without, like these hooks, TikTok made me buy it, they don't work anymore. And this type of creative is right now booming. And I will show you an example. What is this? This is a podcast style creative. We started running this for one of the brands that we run ads for, and it started to explode. I wasn't expecting that at all, right? There wasn't a big discovery movement. I was like, shit, this is performing like crazy. I didn't realize that it was the podcast style content of the video that is taking off actually. And then I stumbled across one guy who's an agency owner as well. He was saying the podcast style content, you should definitely use this. UGC is dying, and it clicked on me, and I saw Alex Hormozi is one of the ads that he's doing. He started using a podcast style video just like this. So the key here is, guys, you don't necessarily have to have a podcast. You just have to have not a microphone like this, because this is not a podcast microphone. I'm talking about like the standing on the desk type microphones. You need to have those, like this one, and then you have to talk not by looking at the camera. Because if you look at the camera, it looks like, what is this guy's gonna pitch me, right? If it's a founder style content, yes, you can utilize that, but I rarely see a founder style content, meaning as a business owner, you talk about, this is the business, this is what we preach, kind of a video ad content. They don't necessarily blow up. They generate quite a bit of trust. Mainly we don't expect an immediate ROI or be the top performer out of all the ads that we run. So we don't expect that out of a founder style concept. So take that with a grain of salt. So with the podcast style content though, podcast style ads, you shouldn't look at the camera. You should face away the camera, set your phone, whatever the case may be, have a nice background, make it like you're recording a podcast. Of course, if you record a legit podcast, that will be even better because you can show the interviewer, whoever interviewing you, and then doing the podcast. You can do that completely, which looks more native, right? The key here, you should not look into the camera and you should not hard pitch. This is important part of that as well. We tested this. If you hard pitch, like whatever you say, guys, this is the best course, whatever, if you're selling a course, and then instead of looking at the camera, you look here, nothing is going to change. It has to be a podcast style. It has to be native. It has to be like you're answering a question. Let's say an example, let's write a script on top of my head. Let's say we're writing a course about, eyelashes, right? Eyelashing course. And you're explaining your course as a founder or a person, UGC, right? Instead of that, write an imaginary FAQ, like frequently asked questions, and answer that. Yes, I get this question a lot. In our eyelashes course, we've been getting this question a lot, and the modules are actually broken down by X, Y, Z. This is why I created the course, and a lot of people find it valuable. No call to action whatsoever. There's not going to be a call to action in the podcast. So do not put a call to action in the podcast. The call to action is literally going to be the ad copy itself. If you have the ad copy, that is going to be your call to action. And use these videos, guys. You're going to see immediate result because it's not going to be forever again. Like you just use generated content. In 1 year, I think 1.5 years, it's going to die off easily. I'm 100% sure. In 2025, towards the end of 2025, we're not going to see this being that profitable of an ad. So since it's here, since it's exploding, and not a lot of agencies or brands are utilizing that as well, and you might be asking, Jim, if it's a SaaS product or a product that I can talk about, like a course, not a tangible product, I can do that. But what if I sell AirPods? What if I sell a tangible product, a food item, or energy drink, whatever the case may be, clothing, t-shirt brands? You can still do it, guys. You can still do it, or you can hire an influencer, or go to Fiverr and Upwork, pay a UGC creator to do that, but it has to be in podcast setting. The person should not have his phone out and record it like that. It has to be the same angle. The camera is recording me like this and I'm talking like this. So it has to be that kind of a setting. That person has to be talking like he's answering a question from an interviewer. That is the key point. So you can still do that. I suggest you do it yourself. Act as if you are actually being interviewed. That is the easiest way if you're a solopreneur. But if you have the funds to do it, outsource it. Again, not a lot of user-generated content creators are going to have that podcast setting. If they have a podcast setting, or if they charge more, give them the money. You will get a great return on your investment. Just give it a shot. You will see what I mean, and mark this date down. This is really early in this creative style. Not a lot of Facebook advertisers are onto it. You will see immediate success out of this. But of course, don't go with one pitch and run it and then come to me and it didn't work. Have 4 to 5 different scripts of those podcasts. Maybe you'll write it down and have those 4 or 5, add subtitles, bam, push it on. You can add some emojis and whatnot, but it has to be a podcast set, right? Hope it clear, guys. Hope it is clear. Don't forget to subscribe, and I see you again.